Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Unroyal, your below average driver and host of this race. And we're in a GT3 spec series. I'm in the number 36 Acura, the NSX if I recall correctly. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start this off. I'm going to be dipping behind everyone. It looks like a last to first challenge, even though we all know I'll never make first place. Going into turn 1, no wrecks, no one going off the course. Never mind, Exterio did go off the course. He got 1.8 seconds in penalties. And he slapped on another 1.3 going through the carousel by the looks of it, so he's got almost 3 seconds of penalties there. Oh, there he is in first place, 3.1 seconds. Anyways, going into the hairpin, Ferrari versus Merc, and the Merc gets spun out. Oh boy, Gumi Ta Am2. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce your name, bud. We got more people getting kicked off the track. Looked like a Lamborghini, but I could be mistaken. Ferrari right on my backside. I'm going to refer to him as Goo for this race because I'm going to see him a couple times, but he's going to be doing a bunch of stuff. But I go for a cutback on Love Is Rage there. He tries to do one back on me, but I secure 11th. Bit of a ballsy move on my end, but it looked like it paid off. Goo doing the same thing. He's going to be right behind me. Going into turn 1, I tap him on the backside. Luckily not enough to cause any penalties though, but he's going to go ahead and start pulling away. We're going to have ourselves a little three-way battle between me, Goo, and Love Is Rage here. I try to go around on the outside, but it does not work out whatsoever. Going into this hairpin, I'm a little early on the brakes, not going to lie, but it looks like Desi there in the McLaren, doing a little block on the Ferrari there, driven by Goo. On the straightaway now, it looks like Love Is Rage is within my draft, but it does not seem to matter too much because it seems like I'm pulling them back quite a bit. Going into this double left-hander, Lamborghini going off track there. I don't think he gets a penalty for it. No, but for Faradesi does. He gets 8/10. I wonder what corner he cut for that one. Love His Rage. Picking his nose up, going into turn 1. I take a little wide, give him a little room. I go off, and he does still tap me on the backside there. Looked like he got a little too aggressive there, but he does back off here, so he did realize what his mistake was. And he did back off there. We got Cone entering the track. We got a second one. I did punt that one. Lamborghini going a little too wide. I take advantage along with the Ferrari in front of me, driven by Goob. Or not Goob. Goo, I should say. I should refer to him as Goom, I guess I should. But anyways, on the straightaway, I'm in his draft. It does not seem to matter. He has quite a bit of power in that thing. Hit my brakes. I gotta go off to the right here, otherwise I would have caused a collision. Going off the track as well. Power spot in the Lamborghini is gonna take advantage along with Love Is Rage. I drop back to 13th. But what's a race without a little bit of battling here? Anyways, going into the turn 1 here. Hitting the brakes a little early so I don't go into Love Is Rage. We seem to be evenly matched. We're both in the Acura here. Going into the carousel here. Turns 2 and 3. And 4 as well. I'm just trying to stay within his draft range as of right now. Because I know I probably got him on the straights as long as I stay pretty close to him. House spot, taking it wide again. He cannot seem to get that hairpin under control. My voice wanted to give out there for a second. But anyways, side by side with Love Is Rage now, and I think at the moment it just comes down to who shifts when. And it looks like I shifted a little too early. He starts pulling away, going into this double left-hander. He tries to go for a cutback. I start lose control there. I did not want to block him in quite like that, but it looks like we got quite a few people going off the track again. Seems like a lot is going on, but I'm starting to do a battle with Pow Spot here in the Lamborghini. Trying to take it tight. Almost go into him there. He has power on me, but I do have cornering ability, so I'm trying to use that to my advantage. Going into the carousel here. He does tap into me. Luckily not enough to mess with the race too much. If anything, it might have helped me out there. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the straightaway. And Tommy Tank time. He has 11 seconds in penalties. And anyways, sorry about that. Yeah, Tommy Tank Time has 11 seconds in penalties. We're going to do a little battle here. I could honestly let him go around me if I really wanted to, and it probably would not really matter as of right now, because we've got 4 laps. I've got cornering ability on him, so I could probably keep it to where I can keep him within 5 seconds. But anyways, he is going to go around me for a little bit, trying to get back around him, but he does have power, so going onto the straight. He does start pulling away, not by much though, going into the hairpin right here. And it looks like I'm going to be able to keep him within at least 10 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to when Faradesi pulls out, and we are going to lock into a battle with him near the end of the race. Now, what I think I have over him is cornering ability, because I seem to catch up to him then, but I think he also has straight line speed, or at least I thought he did. But anyways, on the straightaway, I do tuck into his draft for a little bit, and I slowly start reeling him in. Now, I probably should have just stayed within his 8/10 of penalties, but either way, I decided, you know what, let's go into the double left-hander, try and get around him if I can. Taking a little wide, he's going to go for a cutback here. Managing to get around me for a split second. I end up side by side with him. He gets the better exit though, so trying to go into turn 1, try not to go into the back of him. I think he's underestimating what his car can do, and we can't really say it's because of dead tires, because he did just get out of the pits on the last lap. So unless he went on hards for the last 2 laps, then I really don't know what's going on here. Maybe he just underestimated what his car can do. But anyways, going on to the straight again, I'm tucked into his draft, not as well as I used to be though. But either way, I do still pull him in. We are on the 14th lap, second to last. Trying to pull him in. If I could stay within his penalty range, I got 9th place from him. Going into the double left, and I underestimate how fast he's going to take the turn. And I end up going into the back of him. Luckily, no penalties were given out. And when I could have taken it from him, I decided, you know what, let's not be that guy, because that would have been a very dirty pass. Power spot looking like he's going to start join into it, our little battle, and I do almost go off the track there. It looked like just a tire width away from going off the course there. Going into hairpin once again, right on his bumper. I'm not trying to go into his backside once again. Does get the better corner exit there. But we're on the straightaway, and don't forget, I do have a straight line speed over him, and it seems like he does have cornering ability for some, but not all. So anyways, going into this double left-hander once again, I do tap into him once again. Power spot is going to take advantage of it. No excuse for me tapping him on the backside either. Just me being bad at the game, not going to lie, but either way, we are going to cross the line in 11th, but in the end, we are going to have, what was it? I think 10th place was it? Nope, 9th place apparently. But anyways, that's going to be it for this race. Let's move on. Alright, we're taking this to Yas Marina for this one. Now, this race was pretty full of action, so my voice might give out for this, but going into turn 1, we got people already ghosted for some reason. Pretty sure Rekikin there probably had to avoid a collision, so he paused there. Going into turn 2 here, Soup kind of messing up my line there, but we have what looks like a Ferrari going off course, and a Ford GT kind of just being all over the road, taking out Soup there. they look like they have a little bit of a heated battle there. Small collision between me and Adaptive Evixen, or whatever his name was. Going through the hairpin. Luckily, we coming out of there pretty unscathed. Pretty dirty driving there from quite a few people there. Got Pixie Tinker there. Using the power to their advantage. Now, I do have more of a grip build in my Viper here, so needless to say, going down the straight might not be the smart move, or I won't be able to get any moves done on the straight for most of these guys, but around the corners, I should be able to make some headways. Now, going back into turn 1, it looks like, okay, looks like a pretty clean one. Pixie Tinker there. Looking like he was about to lose control there. Don't know what was really going to happen. Right behind Matty Ice here. I decide to go ahead and try to make a move here, but he blocks it off pretty well. You got Eddie Flynn in front of him, so it kind of made it a little difficult to do that. Going into the hairpin. I take it wide because Pixie there, he's right there, but he did cut the corner, and Matty Ice decided to knock him back a little bit due to his corner cut there. Going down the straight now, and it looks like everyone's starting to pull ahead. I'm amazed Pixie is not right up behind me, but we got Game Lord who passed him. He's going to go for a dive bomb, going right into Eddie Flynn there. Pixie's going to go into me. I go into Game Lord. I go back into Pixie, go back into Game Lord. That double left-hander was really full of a bunch of action. I don't know how I was able to keep up with it. Might be my ADHD. Who knows, but either way, going into turn 1, I take it a little bit slower because I see how Game Lord likes to drive at this point. So at this point, I'm just trying to give him some room, try to make a move where I can. Kind of like right now, going through the carousel. He takes it a little too wide. I decide to take complete advantage of it, going through the hairpin. He has to brake a little early. I tried to give him some room. He does go into my rear left quarter panel there twice now. Almost like he did not like the fact that I was able to get around him. Luckily, he doesn't really get any penalties for it, though. Because they weren't exactly hard enough to cause any issues towards my race, so... And I was going into the double left. I slowly catch up to him. I try to use my grip to my advantage. He does go off course and come back on at a rather weird angle. He does get a penalty for that one as well. Not for the collision, but for the off course. Pretty sure the game seen that he did mess up my race a little bit there. Going into turn 1 now, and I think this is where I finally get around him. Yeah, I start reeling them in. I take these, or at least this section a little wide. He decides to take it a little tighter than last. But I do go dip my tires off a little bit over the curb, not enough to cause an off-track penalty. But going into the hairpin, he does go a little tight in the hairpin again, but he doesn't really go into me this time. Needless to say, he is growing as a driver a little bit. I decide to block him off here. He goes around on the outside this time. He does have 3 seconds in penalties, though, so I gotta keep that in mind. Eddie Flynn starting to catch up. Going to the double left, I do go off the course here. I do brake a little too late here. Game Lord getting another off-track penalty, so he's almost at 4 seconds in penalties. I'm on the inside here. I'm trying to stay side by side here as best as I can. I do tap into him because I underestimate my braking distance compared to his. So he does go off course. I probably should have gotten a penalty for that one, to be honest, but who knows? Maybe the game thought that I was completely innocent in that one. Who knows? But personally, I think I should have gotten a penalty. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Was that worthy of a penalty or no penalty whatsoever? But now we are going to do battle with another Viper here. So a few Foxes and pretty much the exact same car, just a different paint job. And of course a different tune. Now, currently I am behind them, so I do get the draft. We are pretty evenly matched in this race, I will tell you that much. I do slowly catch up to him. He does go on the inside. I hit the brakes a little late, almost go into him. We Do collide there. I do go off course there as well. Little bit of a rather heated battle there, but luckily I do come out on top in 11th place, right behind Eddie Fox here, or Eddie Flynn, I should say. Almost got him and a few Fox's names combined there. But anyways, again, these guys are all running power builds for Yas Marina because the big straight. I'm running a grip build, so I can get around them on the corners like I do right there with the McLaren driven by Tactic Thread. Going through the hairpin, I try to make a move here, but Tactic Thread does block it off pretty well. A few Foxes right behind both of us. A few Foxes is going to... excuse me. A few Foxes is going to tuck in behind us into the draft. Eddie Flynn, basically treating it like a drag race. He's going to go right past us doing 200 miles an hour. He's going to lose control there. So we're going to go ahead and take control, or complete advantage of that one. A few Foxes give me a little love tap behind. Probably forgot that Tactic Thread is taking it a little slow around these corners. So, anyways, we're now back behind him. I get back around him once again, taking this turn 1 a little tight. Getting around Tactic Thread as well, going around these turns 2 and 3. Going through the carousel now in 9th place. A few Foxes right behind me. Tactic Thread not far behind him by the looks of it on the mini-map. Going around the hairpin, I try to take it as fast and as tight as possibly can. I want to try and get as far away from these power builds as I possibly can on the last lap. I want to try and secure my top 10 positions. Well, at least try to be in the top 10, but as you can see there, a few Foxes behind me. Tactic Thread's not far behind him. Going into double hairpin. I have it lined up nice and pretty. I go for my turn, and Tactic Thread coming out of nowhere. I collide with him. I really did not have much of a place to go. A few Foxes thanking him for that one, giving him that position. Anyways, we are going to finish the race in 11th place. Can't be too upset with that one. It was a ballsy move, but it did mess with us a little bit. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next race. Alright, here we are at Mugello. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the final race. I had to go through my footage, so don't quote me on that one. But anyways, starting this off, I'm already kind of being bad out of hell. Going into turn 1, though, I do let off the gas due to the fact that traffic did get a little congested. We got, I think that was Crimbim going off the course, get around a bunch of people. I think he's going to pick up a penalty for that one. And Spank Me Santa's going to go ahead and take out what looked like a Sylvia. Bit of a already dirty start to this race. I get around him pretty carefully. I try to keep as much distance as I possibly can. Seeing how he decided to take out, I honestly don't know his name. I didn't quite catch it, but either way, going into the bus stop, I completely butcher it. I missed my braking zone by quite a bit, losing a couple positions in the process. Can't really complain, though. I did mess up. Crimbim getting a penalty for that one right there. Too much boost. Looks like he was the one who got messed up as far as that turn little S-bend there. I could not think of the word for the life of me for a second. But anyways, I started pulling away from Crimbim. Going to the turn, he does go up on the inside, causing a bit of a collision. No penalties handed out. I don't know if he should have gotten one there or not, but it looks like he just tried making a very ballsy move. Or he's just racing really aggressive, like, who knows. But either way, I do start pulling him in. I'm a little heated after that little debacle there, but I do go into the back of Mr. Block there. I do get a penalty for it, completely warranted. I did miss my braking zone as well. Crimbim doing another corner cut, or off-track penalty, I should say. Going to S-bends here, I do start catching up to him. Trying to go up in the inside, he does block it off. I do have to hit the brakes to not cause too much of a collision. But anyways, starting to reel him in, going into the bus stop. I want to redeem myself, but trim bin does go into me.
Oh, no.
I don't think any penalties were handed out for this one. Yeah, I don't get a penalty for it. I don't think he does either, but... And, of course, he does just keep going. So, I have a feeling it might have been intentional on his end. And that's pretty much going to be the race, guys. We're going to finish this in 17th because Outsy does stay within my penalty range from what I got in lap 2. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you guys next time. Pretend I said something corny here to get you to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a great day. See y'all later.